When it comes to running, lightness is a premium. You do not see runners wearing thick jackets. You don't see them wearing big shoes. You don't see them running on high heels, on stilettos. You don't see them running on designer things. Why? Because when it comes to running, lightness is a premium. You have to take every weight from you so that you can run the race that is set before you. Welcome to this episode of Power Nugget. Today, I'm looking at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "Therefore, since we are surrounded by a great cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and the sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us." I want to speak about overcoming your weight as the other nugget of finishing strong. For you to finish strong, you have to overcome your weight. You have to lay it aside. Lay aside every weight. When it comes to running, lightness is a premium. You do not see runners wearing thick jackets. You don't see them wearing big shoes. You don't see them running on high heels, on stilettos, on wedges. You don't see them running on gumboots. You don't see them running on designer things. They have all the designer watches. They have all the designer clothes. They have things from Prada, from Louis Vuitton. You would name them from Versace. But the major runners don't bring those bling blings and things on the racetrack. Why? Because when it comes to running, lightness is a premium. You have to run wearing the bare minimal. You have to take every weight from you so that you can run the race that is set before you. When you run, understand that the race that is given to us is not a sprint, because Christianity is not a sprint. It is a marathon. It is a race that is so rugged. It is a race that is so hard. It is a race that you have to keep on moving. You have to endure for you to live and to overcome this particular race. So you have to lay aside every weight, because in the marathon race, the terrain is different, the time is different, and weight will slow you down. So Paul is speaking and he says, let us lay aside every weight and the sin. So he's looking at the weight and he's talking about the sin. So it looks like they are two different things, weight and sin. So when we're talking about weight, what is this weight? I want you to understand that weight are things that you do. They are acceptable, they are not sins, but they are not profitable. Things that you do are acceptable, they are not sins, but they are not profitable. Weight are habits that you will indulge in. That is not a sin, but they hinder you from seeing your next level. Weights are things that are enjoyable, but they are detrimental to you because they eat into your productive time. For example, if we are to look at the weights that we need to lay aside that will make you not to run effectively, there are different types of weights. Everyone has their own weight. TikTok can be a weight. You are busy on TikTok from morning to lunchtime. You're eating into your employer's time, busy on TikTok. Yes, you love TikTok. Yes, you love IG. Yes, you love Facebook. All these things are good, but they are not profitable at that moment. It's important for you to understand when you realize it is eating into your productive time, you have to lay it aside. TV can be a weight. watching one program, one series, one episode, one after another, one after another. And there are those who cannot even sleep. They watch the whole night. By the time it gets into the morning, they are not productive in their working places. Why? They were busy watching. Is the TV sin? No, it's not a sin. But the thing is this, what you are doing now and the way you are doing it has become a weight. Food can also be a weight. You want to lose weight, but you are busy on pizzas, on chips, on all manner of foods that are not helping you to lose weight. Guess what? Is the food bad? No. But how you're doing it has become a weight in your life. It's important today to understand that you need to lay aside. Sleep can also become weight. You sleep from 8 to 10 a.m. and you want to be productive. You want to finish well. It's not going to happen. Understand you need to lay aside every weight. They tell us if you sleep 12 hours a day, by the time you are 70 years, you will have slept 35 years. So sleep is not bad, but the way you do it poses an issue for you in your life. So it's important to lay aside every weight. Paul speaking, he says clearly in 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 3, he says, all things are lawful to me or for me, but not all things are expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. I have the right to do everything, he says so, but guess what? Not everything is beneficial for me. You have the right to have that relationship. All social life, you can get it. But understand one thing. There are some people who are not bad in your life, but they are weights. They are not beneficial. You have to lay that aside in order to become effective. So today, I encourage you, get into what is constructive. Indulge in things that are not taking your productive time away. Indulge in things that you know and do them at the proper time, knowing that this one is not eating into my productive moment. Because for you to finish well, you have to lay aside every weight. I don't know what your weight is, but I challenge you today, lay aside every weight. It could be even that expenses that you're getting into. At the end of the day, is it profitable? At the end of the day, is it beneficial? At the end of the day, is it constructive? Yes, you want to party, but is it constructive? Is it beneficial? Think about it. Lay aside every weight for you to finish strong this year. Your money has to be intact. Your financial life has to be intact. Make sure you watch your weights. Financially, spiritually, socially, physically, in all areas, there are weights that you have to lay aside, and God will allow you to finish strong. See you tomorrow. And let me prophesy, you shall finish strong 2021.